Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is your brother Ahmed El-Khouly. I've been receiving a lot of questions with respect to the Hajj packages, some details. It seems that some Hujjaj are confused about the dates. So I decided to make this short video and go over all the package details. So inshallah, our packages, whether they are in Al Muaysam or in Magarr Kabsh, the HFC packages. So HFC Hajj Jameel Movenbeek Anwar Al Medina Movenbeek, or HFC Hajj Jameel Anwar Al Medina Movenbeek Al Muaysam, or HFC Hajj Jameel Saja. All of them, they're supposed to, with respect to the dates, you're supposed to be in Medina on June 7th, and you're supposed to leave Jeddah on June 21st. Okay, some Hujjaj, I know they want to come later, so they bought tickets accordingly. That's fine, no issue there. Okay, so if you're coming later on, say on the 8th or the 9th or the 10th, or even in some cases, I have some Hujjaj, they are coming to Jeddah and then to Mecca directly. They're not even going to Medina right before Hajj. So Hajj days are starting on June 14. Some Hujjaj are arriving on June 13. That's all fine. That's all fine. There's no problem there, inshallah. That's completely your choice. Okay. So for those who are who booked the airline tickets with Abdul Latif Jameel. They were offered by Abdul Latif Jameel, not the GDS, okay? And they did not find, they wanted to come on the 7th or the 8th, but they did not find airline tickets arriving on the 7th or the 8th. You can, inshallah, fill this airline request on the Hajj portal. And bi'iznillahi ta'ala, we're gonna take that to Abdul Latif Jameel. We're gonna request a change from them, and inshallah they will do their best to accommodate all your requests. Okay, so now let's go on and talk about the packages a little bit. So regardless of where you are in Canada or in USA, we're gonna arrive first to Medina. Okay, so some Hujjaj are arriving to Jeddah. Abdul Latif Jameel is going to take care of going from Jeddah to Medina. You still want to, we request that you still put that in the requests, in the airline requests on the Hajj portal. But regardless, let's talk about the packages now. So the first stop is Medina al-Munawwara, inshallah. We're supposed to stay there on the 7th, June 7th, 8th, 9th, and then leave on June 10th. Okay, so leave to Mecca on June 10th. During our stay in Medina, we will be, of course, praying in Al-Masjid Al-Nabawi. We have two hotels in Medina. We have Anwar Al-Medina Movenbeek right across, and then Saja Hotel, which is opposite of Anwar Al-Medina Movenbeek. So they're both within walking distance from Al-Masjid Al-Nabawi. So it's very easy to get to Al-Masjid Al-Nabawi. Both hotels are good, and during your stay, you have breakfast and dinner, okay? For those who wonder what currency do we take with us from here, always US dollars is better. But you can exchange, by the way, you can exchange them in Saudi. There's like tons of places, and we're gonna show you that. There's also a lot of places to buy the SIM card, the Saudi SIM card there, or you can buy an eSIM from online if your phone allows for an eSIM. Okay, what you really need is just access to the internet. So I have put a whole document about this in the Hajj portal. Please check this out, and under documents, check out about the SIM and what options you may have. Regarding the money, US dollars, the currency exchange rate is always 3.75, doesn't change. where the Canadian dollar changes. It goes ups and down. So just, to be in a safe side, take American dollars. Visa and MasterCard are accepted everywhere in Saudi. So you could always pay by Visa and MasterCards. And even if the cash that you have is over, you can use any ATM to withdraw some money over there, as long as your debit card has the Visa, or your MasterCard has or your debit card has a MasterCard or Visa on them. You can use them and withdraw money, or you can withdraw it from your Visa or MasterCard. Just be careful with the cash in advance. If you decide to use your Visa or MasterCard, just be careful so you don't get charged with cash in advance. We think $500 should be sufficient per person, but that's completely up to you. It depends on your buying habits. What are you planning to buy? Are you gonna get gifts or no? That's completely up to you, but $500 would be the minimum. 500 American dollars will be the minimum per person, inshallah. Okay, so back to Medina. So two hotels, both of them are in Al-Mantiqa Al-Markaziyya, so the central city, the central area of Al-Masjid Al-Nabawi. Okay, Bi'iznillahi ta'ala, we will let you know in advance when you're in Medina how the luggage are gonna go from Medina to Mecca. Usually there are individual trucks that come to the hotel and will collect your luggage and take them to your hotel in Mecca. Okay, so before you get to Mecca, your luggage will be in Mecca, inshallah. And we will tell you, we will go through like how we're gonna collect it, when to leave the luggage out. We're gonna go through the whole process bi'iznillahi ta'ala over there. It's not something that we go through over here because it's irrelevant right now. Okay, then inshallah we will have, of course, lectures with the imams, with the shuyukh, on how to wear the ihram and what is the state of ihram, how to make the intention, what's permissible and what's not permissible. We're gonna do all this before you leave Medina bi'iznillahi ta'ala. So on the 10th of June, we will leave Medina to Mecca. We're supposed to leave Medina to Mecca. So we're gonna wear our ihram at the hotel, and inshallah we're gonna make the intention passing by Abyar Ali. And then we will leave, we will make our trip bi'iznillahi ta'ala to Mecca to perform our first Umrah, which is Umrat al-Hajj, Umrat al-Hajj. Bi'iznillahi ta'ala, we will be performing Hajj Tamattu'. As you all know, I'm sure you went through a lot of reading already. Hajj, there are three types of Hajj: Hajj Tamattu', Hajj Qiran, and Hajj Ifrad. Tamattu', the word tamattu' in Arabic means to enjoy. So you're basically performing Umrah and getting out of the state of Ihram, and then on the day of Hajj, day of 8th of Dhul Hijjah, which is 14th of June, you will then wear the Ihram again and enter the state of Ihram again. Okay, so you're enjoying the time from, let's say, June 10th, you finish your Umrah, until the time of June 14 without the restrictions of being in the state of Ihram. Okay? We will stay in Mecca. We're all going to Anjam Hotel. So regardless of your package, whether it's Saja or moving Bik Al-Muaysam or moving Bik Majar Al-Kabsh, we're all going to the same hotel. Okay? We're going to Anjam Hotel. Anjam Hotel is a beautiful 5-star hotel across of the Haram. And over there, you're gonna have breakfast and dinner, of course, and we're gonna have 4 days before Hajj begins. Okay, 4 days from June 10 till June 14. Hajj begins on June 14 this year, inshallah. During that time, you'll be performing your first Umrah. That's for Hajj Tamattu', like I said. If you want to perform Hajj Qiran, we don't recommend it, but if that's your decision, Hajj Qiran means you will wear the ihram and make the intention for Umrah, but then you will remain in the state of ihram for those 4 days. until you finish Hajj. So you're going to remain in the state of Ihram until Hajj begins and you perform certain actions, then you can get out of Ihram. It's a little bit harder and difficult because there's certain actions that you're not supposed to do when you are in the state of Ihram. Hajj Ifrad is when you don't perform Umrah at all. And usually people who live in Saudi Arabia, not all of them, but most of them, they do Hajj Ifrad because they already live locally, and so they come only to perform Hajj and they leave. Okay, so we recommend Hajj Tamattu. This recommendation was not actually made by us; it's made by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He recommended for the Ummah to perform Hajj Tamattu. Now everything is clear until June 14th. Obviously, before Hajj begins, we're gonna have lectures with the shiur. They're gonna go through, some actions we're gonna do. And the beautiful thing is that the shiur and the group leaders are performing Hajj together with you. Okay, so they are doing a lecture and then on the next action, and then we're going to perform the action together. So you're not left alone. If you have performed Hajj before and you know what to do, of course, you are more than welcome to do your thing. Okay, so Hajj begins, like we said, on June 14. This is the day of 8th of the Hajj. We go to Mina. Mina, Arafat, Muzdalifah, you're going to hear these terms a lot. These three cities, not cities, these three places are actually kind of right on the border of Mecca. Okay, you won't feel like you live to another city or anything like that. It's right there. It's actually right, yeah, like very close. Okay, so like walking, if I were to walk from Mina, let's say from Camp A to the Haram, it will take me 45 minutes. If I were to walk from Al-Mu'aysam to the Haram, it will take me an hour and 30 minutes. Okay, that's walking. So that's not far, that's not far at all. It's about in kilometers from Magar al-Kabsh to the Haram, it's about 4 kilometers, if I'm not wrong. From Al-Mu'aysam to the Haram, it's about 8 kilometers, if I'm not wrong. So we are now in Mina. We have our Ihram on. We are in the state of Ihram. On the 8th of the Hajj, there are no action to perform other than pray, read Quran, do a lot of dhikr, istighfar. Save your energy for the day of Arafat, the most important day of Hajj, which is 9th of the Hajj, so June 15. Okay. June 15, we are going to go to Arafat area. A lot of people, when they hear the word Arafat, they think of Jabal al-Rahma, okay, the mountain of Arafat. That's not where we're going, okay? So the Arafat is the mountain and the surrounding areas, okay? So the mountain and the surrounding areas. We are going to be in the surrounding areas because on the mountain, you can just imagine 4 million people are, in a small space, and majority of them want to go in the mountain. You can just imagine how dangerous this is. So we're not going to the mountain. Okay, we are going to be in the surrounding areas of Arafat. You can easily get lost there, and the heat, I promise you, the heat on the day of Arafah is going to be a lot. The Hajj right now is in the summer in Saudi, so we have to be careful of the action we do. I don't want to scare anyone. It's not going to be dangerous if you follow the rules that are being put there by the Saudi government, by the Ministry of Hajj, and the advices that we're going to give you, inshallah, from our experience. It's not dangerous at all. But if you decide to do Jabal al-Rahma and then you don't find your group after, there's nothing that we can do there because we've advised you not to go to Jabal al-Rahma. Anyway, on the day of Arafah, we are going to spend the day over there until, before Maghrib. After that, we're going to leave from Arafah to Muzdalifah. So basically, we started in Mina on June 14. and then which is 8th of the Hijjah. Then we went to Arafah on June 15, which is 9th of the Hijjah. On the night time, in the evening time, so Maghrib until Fajr, we are in Muzdalifah. So we go from Arafah to Muzdalifah. Muzdalifah is an open sky area. There is no tents. There's no tents in Muzdalifah. An open sky area, every service provider or every group, they have their own kind of, not designated area, but closed area. Designated, it used to be designated where they put the signs and all that. Right now, it's a little bit different. So you go in, there are washrooms, of course, there are drinks like water, juice, that's available. They give you a box meal. It's very nice. You can have some croissant and some other items that you can eat if you're hungry. That's in the evening. So other than the dinner and the breakfast that you're gonna have in Arafah, in Muzdalifah you're gonna have some food, inshallah. And the area is carpeted. That goes for Majarik Kapsha and Muaysam, both of them. Yes, last year, for example, I was with Al Muaysam group, and they, as we entered the area of Muzdalifah, they give each of us like a big carpet, and we can go anywhere we like in this designated area or closed area, and we can just put the carpet and pray Maghrib and Isha. That's what we do, pray Maghrib and Isha together, collect some Jamarat, and then go to sleep. That's the Sunnah. You go to sleep until Fajr, inshallah. For those who are sick, children, for those who are with elders and they feel that they can't sleep the night in Muzdalifah, you can leave inshallah after midnight. After midnight you can leave back to Mina. Okay, but for majority of us it is preferable that you would stay until Fajr, pray Fajr in Muzdalifah, and then make your way to Jamarat. So now we are on the third day, which is 10th of Dhul Hijjah and 16th of June. This is the day of Eid. Okay, so we start the day by throwing one Jamra, and then there are 4 actions that gonna happen this day. The Qurbani is gonna happen, so we'll let you know when the Qurbani is done. Then you can shorten your hair, so that's the second. And of course you're throwing Jamarat. That's the first Jamra. You throw only one Jamra, not all 3 Jamarat, just one. Okay, and the 4th will be going to perform Tawaf al-Ifadah. These are the 4 actions, and you can do, I think, 3 out of 4. The Imams and the Shuyukh will go over this in details, bi'iznillahi ta'ala. I'm just going through so that you can imagine the whole trip in your head. Okay, so a lot of people, and that's what I recommend, will do first Jamra, Qurbani, cut the hair, and then get out of Ihram. In the evening time when it's not too hot, we'll go to the Haram, perform Tawaf and Sa'i. Okay, so Shuyukh they're gonna talk about all the fiqh with all the madahib, and inshallah in details, so that you don't have any confusion about what you should and what you shouldn't do. And by the way, the madahib are very, very, very close to each other. We're talking about small things, 1 or 2 things that are different. Other than that, everything is the same. Okay, all right, so the day of 16th, which 16th of June, which is 10th of Dhul Hijjah, is done. Now we have 3, and we are in Mina. Okay, we are in Mina camp. We have 3 days. They call the days of Tashriq. Okay, Ayam al-Tashriq, which is 11th of Dhul Hijjah, 12th Dhul Hijjah, 13th Dhul Hijjah, which in Gregorian calendar it is the 17, 18, 19 of June. In these 3 days, all we have to do is throw Jamarat, throw the 3 Jamarat every day. Okay, we throw 3 Jamarat every day. We do a lot of istighfar, a lot of dhikr. We pray, of course, and all the meals are the meals and the washrooms, all of this is covered in Mina. So you don't have to worry about going out and buying anything. You won't need anything in Mina, guaranteed. Whether you are in Majar Kabsh or Al Muaysam, they're doing a great job with respect to food, drinks, fruits. Obviously, washrooms are plenty for brothers and sisters. There might be some lining up on the washroom, but that's not a big deal at all. It was fantastic last year, mashallah. It was really good, mashallah. So that's not something that I would worry about at all. Okay. Obviously, they're different than your home. They're not going to be the same standard as your home, definitely, but it is not something to worry about. Okay, so any stories that you hear about this, just ignore them. They're not true. They're not true. Okay, regardless, so these are the days of Tashriq. Now, it is permissible to do ta'ajjul. Ta'ajjul would mean instead of spending June 17, 18, 19 to throw Jamarat, you will throw the Jamarat on the June, on June 18, and then leave Mina. So basically, you're doing ta'ajjul, you're kind of shortening the days of Jamarat by 1 day. Okay, both to complete all 3 days or to shorten them by 1 day, both are acceptable. Okay, both are acceptable, and your Hajj is fully complete. All right. Majority of the people, I can guarantee you, 99.9% of the people would leave on 12 of Dhul Hijjah, which is 18th of June. So they will do ta'ajjul. Okay, 99.9%, because they miss going back to the room. In the room, the washroom is like maximum for 4 people. If you booked a private room with 2 people, then the washroom is only for 2 people, and so on. Okay. Regardless, Hajj is officially over. The Hajj days are officially over on June 19th. All right. That's when we go back to Anjum Hotel, and then we have from June 19th to June 21st in Anjum. We have to do Tawaf al-Wada' before we leave, and then we just go from there to Jeddah and make our way, inshallah. Whether you're coming back to Canada or you're going to a different country, that's up to your airline ticket. There's no problem there. These are the package outline. The package is casual. Okay. In between, some Hujjaj would like to browse the area, buy some dates, buy some gifts. That's why the group leaders are there and the shuyukh are there. You can check with us, or if you know the area, you can help yourself, inshallah. So that is the Hajj packages. Whether again it's Majar al-Kabsh or Muaysam, doesn't really matter. It's just the location of the camp, but the schedule is the same. Okay. Now I want to go over the Hajj kit that we have requested from Abdul Latif Jameel. As you can see here, these are the items that we requested. Whether or not they included in the kit, that's completely up to them. But we have been promised that these items will be included in the kit. Again, the beautiful thing about it is that in Medina and in Mecca, everything is available. So don't consume yourself with, okay, I want to go buy something here. Yeah, you could buy the basic stuff here, but everything you actually may need is in Mecca and in Medina in great prices. Let's say they don't include any of these items, no issue, you can buy them from Medina. Bin Dawood is going to be your Costco or your Walmart or your Loblaws. I don't know where you buy your everything from here in Canada or in the US, but basically Bin Dawood is the store to go, whether you're in Medina or Mecca. Okay, so let us look at these items. First item here is the ihram for men. Okay, these type of ihram, they have the Velcro. So they're easy to put on and off. They're very easy to put on and off, very durable, 100% cotton, of course, and they don't have any stitches. They have the Velcro, and that's what we recommend for men. Any other ihram will do the job, exactly, no issue there. We just recommend the Velcro because it's just easier to adjust, put on. You can, when you use the washroom, for example, you're gonna take it off, then it's just easier. For the sisters, I know it says here mandatory. I'm sure every sister have that color, okay? But we really, really, really ask you to please bring that color. If you don't have it and you have something close to it, that's okay. What it does basically is when we go into the haram area, you can imagine it's very busy, right? But when all the sisters are wearing the same color, it's easy to spot. It's easy to spot. So if there's a group of sisters that get lost or anything like this, it's very easy for them to spot other sisters wearing the same hijab color, and easy for the brothers, group leaders and shuyukh, and say your husband or your brother or your father, to also spot you from because majority of the people will be wearing white. So we found that this color, not a lot of sisters wear this color specifically. So that's why we highly recommend that you would wear that color specifically when you are in a crowded area. So you don't have to wear it in Masjid al-Nabawi, for example, because in the Masjid al-Nabawi, sisters are alone, brothers are alone, and you're going for prayers back and forth, so you don't have to wear it. Wear anything you like. But let's say we're performing Umrah. Yeah, that's a good time to wear it. Let's say we're doing Tawaf al-Ifada and Sa'i. Great time to wear it. Wear it. Let's say we're going to throw Jamarat. Why not to wear it? Wear it as well. This way we're together, and it's easy to spot if you lose your way, or if we lose you, we can spot you, inshallah. Okay, the third item is an umbrella made specifically for Hajj. This umbrella has a fan. It's actually battery operated. It has a fan, and you can connect a bottle of water, cold water, to it. You're gonna have tons of like fridges over there in Mina and Arafat, so you can definitely put a bottle of water there which has your name on it, and then you could definitely connect it to the umbrella and use it. This fan will throw mist on you as you are walking towards Jamarat. So this is a very great item actually, and it is only sold in Saudi Arabia. You won't find it here in Canada, for example. It's not expensive. In my opinion, it's a great item because it is hot. It is hot, especially for the brothers and sisters who are staying in Al-Muaysam. Okay, you're gonna walk 4 kilometers going, 4 kilometers coming back. Great enough. You're not gonna be walking a lot in the sun. Okay, so don't worry. It's all like tunnels, right? And these tunnels, they are there's a lot of fans. So alhamdulillah, like you're not gonna be walking a lot in the sun, but it is hot, right? So with the mist and the fan, it gives you it cools you down a little bit. If this item is hard or difficult, just get one of those spray bottles. Okay, spray bottle, just a regular spray bottle, and they sell them in Saudi as well. Some of them they come with fan, some of them without the fan. As long as you can fill it with cold water, keep it in your backpack, and whenever you feel like it's hot and humid, you can actually take the water straight in your face. It will refreshen you up with the fans and all that. It will refreshen you up. Okay, that's very important. So either you do a bottle, and I wrote it here as well, or you buy this umbrella. That's okay. That's up to you. All right. The fourth item is one of those thermostat. Well, you can put water, you can put coffee, tea, juice, whatever you really want, and it will keep it cold or hot. Okay, so I really recommend buying this item from Canada. They're on Amazon, and they have all sizes and all prices as well. Okay, so just keep it on you. It's a great item to have, again, especially when you're walking in Mina, Arafat, Muzdalifa. It's very great item. In Medina, yeah, you may need it. You may actually need it when you go to the Masjid al-Nabawi if you want to stay there, read Quran. Same thing goes to the Haram. If you're going to the Haram and you want to stay for long time, yes, okay, sure, you can need it as well. So it's a nice item. You can have it in your backpack at any location and use it, inshallah. Now there are two item five, number five, and item number six. There are two items here. There is the backpack, and there is kind of backpack as well, but this is like a drawstring or something smaller than an actual backpack. So this backpack, that's what you're gonna take with you to Mina. In Mina, handbags like the ones that you with the wheels, they're not allowed. There's no space for them, and definitely there is no space for your luggage. So the 5 days of excuse me, the 5 days of Hajj, you are going to have this backpack. So don't get something that's too big. You don't need a lot of clothes in Mina and Arafat. You know, 2 sets of clothes will do. You have your room and gym, so you're able to go back and forth to your room. Grab something from there if you want. Obviously, your medicine, your phone charger, all that you need, of course. So take that with you. The drawstring bag is what you're gonna take when you're going into Al Masjid Al Nabawi or a Masjid Al Haram. You're not gonna take that big bag into Al Haram, right? So you take the smaller bag. You can put your slipper on them. It's very important that you don't leave your slippers outside, because most likely you're not gonna find it when you come back. A lot of slippers, they look the same, and people, when it's a big crowd and going out, people just sometimes, they take slippers that look or maybe looks like theirs. So it's always good to put your slipper in that drawstring bag or smaller backpack, and in it also you can put items like your water bottle, your medicine, maybe your glass if you want to read. If you have your own Quran in any written scripture, you can take that with you as well. So it's really handy when you go to a Masjid al-Haram and then Masjid al-Nabawi. Okay, so this one here, it's not an important item. So item number 7, which is Jamarat bag. It is recommended. It's not that important. Like I said, you can do it in a bottle. So you can collect the pebbles in a bottle. You don't need to wash them or anything like that. I'm just saying that you can collect them in a bottle, or you can have one of those small bag that also you use a drawstring to tighten it. You can have these ones, or you can use a simple bottle of water. That's okay to collect the Jamarat. Item number 8 is your own musalliya, your own mat. I know it's, a lot of Hajjaj, they like to take their mats with them so that they can use them to pray, whether, in Mina, Arafat, Muzdalifa, or in any way, like on the street or in the Haram. They like to take theirs and then bring it back home, and it means a lot, and it's very special for them. So if you like that, please do this as well. Otherwise, sometimes you don't make it on time, for example, for the prayer, so you end up praying in al-Sahn, we call it, or al-Haram. Al-Haram is like the area outside of the actual, not al-Sahn, sorry, al-Haram is the area that's outside of the actual masjid. It's part of the masjid, but it's like outside, right? So that's where people walk to get into al-Masjid al-Haram or into al-Masjid al-Nabawi. Okay, the 9th item and the last item on the list, it's a very small thing, but kind of important as well. There are these, flashlight bin where you can use them as a pen. You write with them, and you can use them as flashlights. They're very cheap, and they're also sold on Amazon. I recommend buying a bunch of those. Keep them with you. They're very good when you're collecting Jamarat in Muzdalifah. Like I said, Jamarat is there are lights. They're not gonna be like in the dark or anything like this, but there are some areas that they are dark. So when you're collecting the pebbles, it's easier if you have a flashlight, and also the pen is always useful, inshallah. So these are the items that we requested from Abdul Latif Jameel. You'll find them on the Hajj portal as well. Hopefully they will include them in the kit, but if they don't, like I said, they're all available here and in Medina and in Mecca as well. I would just, maybe if I had to choose what to buy from here, I would say the hijab for the sisters, and that I am sure most of the sisters, they have this color in their collection. And maybe I would choose a good backpack. Okay, these are the two items that I would buy from here. Everything else I'll buy from Medina. Okay, so yeah, everything else I'll buy from Medina. That's it. Jazakumullah khair. Take care, and we'll see you in the webinar bi'Iznillah ta'ala with Sheikh Riyad. I believe the first one will be on May 11th. Okay, take care. Assalamu alaikum.